The Little Prince. Welcome to another episode of BigDamnGeeks TV. I am, as always, Pete, joined by my co-host,
Jean-Claude.
Got a little bit of some movie reviews for you today. Jean was out and saw a couple different things lately. First up, let's talk about The Little Prince, which is out now on Netflix. You can go watch it if you're a subscriber. I know a little bit about it. I've seen a little bit of the animation style. I saw the trailer when it was originally supposed to be released in theaters, I believe, but they decided not to, and Netflix ended up picking it up.
Yep.
So I know a tiny bit about it, but what's the basic plot of the movie?
Okay, so I'm just going to start off by putting some little pointers out there real quick about this movie. It's an animation. It's an hour and 48 minutes long. You can find it on Netflix. The director is Mark Osborne, and there's like some really good actors, the voice actors in there, like Jeff Bridges, Rachel McAdams, Paul Rudd, James Franco, Benicio del Toro. So they have some really big names in this movie. There's the basic plot line of this movie. It's a little girl. She's kind of alone a lot because you don't really know what happened to her father. Her mom is just trying to control her life and plan everything out. And then they end up moving next to this really eccentric aviator. That's what they call him in the movie. He's a really old man. They call him the aviator, and they move next door to him. He's super eccentric. And the movie just keeps going along. At first, she doesn't really like him. The mother tells her to stay away from him, and then throughout the progression of the movie, the girl just starts to develop a friendship with this character, and he starts telling her the story of the Little Prince, and is full of imagination, and it's actually one of the best movies I've seen in a while. It was very heartwarming. It touches you when you watch it. I watched it a little bit last night as well with my girlfriend, and it's another. Just every time you watch it, you're gonna feel like it touches your heart. It's a children's book. It's based off a children's book, I believe, but it's definitely written for adults. So you can watch it, as an adult and still see a lot of the symbolism behind it, and it has a lot of archetypes, like a fox, a snake, and all these different characters associated with the story.
Like a lot of times, these kind of movies use like covers of like popular songs and stuff. Like what's the soundtrack like? Is it original music? Are they using like music that's out there, like covers type of things?
Definitely has. I think it has an original score, I believe. I haven't done a whole lot of research on the music, but it does have. There's not like a pop songs or anything like that. It has an original score, and it fits along with the story as you're watching it. It definitely helps get an emotional response out of you while you're seeing all the things that are happening with the Little Prince and his story, and plus the girl and what she's going through, and also her neighbor, the aviator, and what he's going through. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but it gets very, very touching, especially towards the middle and the end of the movie.
Okay, sounds interesting. I know I plan on checking it out myself, so maybe you guys will as well now. Let us know in the comments below what you think about it. But you also saw something else that's kind of a complete 180 from The Little Prince. You saw Sausage Party.
Yep.
An R-rated CG comedy film. What can you really tell us about it?
So I watched this a few days ago. A little bit about it. It's an hour and 29 minutes long. It is R-rated. It has a couple of the same voice actors, actually. It has James Franco, Michael Cera, Jonah Hill, Edward Norton's in this movie, Seth Rogen, and Paul Rudd. So it does have a lot of big names as well in this movie. This is a crazy ass movie to watch. So like, all I'm gonna say, it is R-rated. don't go watch it with your children's. Don't go watch it with your.
Now, did you see any kids in the theater? Like, because I remember when Deadpool came out, like parents were taking their kids to see this movie, thinking it was just a superhero movie. Like, did that happen with this?
Well, I watched it as like a matinee, so it was like I think I saw it on like a Monday or Tuesday or something. Okay. So there wasn't a whole lot of people in the movie theater, so I didn't really see any kids in there. But I'm pretty sure if parents went with and saw this movie with their kids, they will definitely walk out of there at least like a third of the way through the movie, because it just gets progressively worse and worse and worse. Don't take your children. Don't take your grandma. Hide your kids.
Now let's but for both Little Prince and Sausage Party, 5-star rating system. What would you give each one?
Okay, for Little Prince, I will rate it at a 5, 4.5 or 5. It's really well done. I'll say it's one of my top like animated movies that I've seen. Yeah, I just love the style of it. But for Sausage Party, that's hard. I will say I'll give it maybe a 3.5.
Okay.
You know, it's a good movie. It's entertaining. Definitely it's super vulgar. So if that's your style of comedy, vulgar and just being really crazy out there, and especially that the last quarter of the movie and just there's a part in the movie around the end they go for it. Okay, let's just say you don't think at first you don't think they're gonna go for it, and then they go for it, and then they just keep going, and it just gets really weird, and you're just like looking around like, what the
Is
fuck?
This what I'm actually watching?
What the fuck am I watching? But it gets pretty weird and pretty vulgar around the end of the movie. It gets worse and worse. Yeah, it gets crazy.
All right, so that pretty much wraps it up for today. As always, I am Pete. You can check me out on BigDamnGeeks.com or on Facebook and Twitter. Both are at BigDamnGeeks.
I'm Jean-Claude. You can find me at JeanClaudeRoche.com right here. Facebook.com, Jean-Claude Art, and Instagram, Jean-Claude Art.
Thank you guys for watching. Remember to always like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Let us know what you like and what you don't like. We'll do more of what you like, less of what you don't like, unless we really enjoy what you don't like, then in which case, screw you. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you next time.
Bye.